Yesterday, we established that the solution to our restlessness can be found in Sabbath-like rest from the sources of our restlessness. Tomorrow, we will look at how practically we as Christians do that in the 21st century. But first, we must look at what Sabbath is not for today's Christian. And the best place to start is the origins of Sabbath itself.
When God handed down the Ten Commandments to Moses at Mount Sinai, he commanded that the Israelites rest on the seventh day of each week. This was meant to be a sign of God's covenant with his people.
And of course, Sabbath was modeled after God's own day of rest from the work of creation on the first seventh day. In the Old Testament, the Sabbath was observed with strict rules and regulations.
For example, the Israelites were prohibited from lighting fires, gathering food, and selling goods in the marketplace. And the punishment for intentionally violating the Sabbath was nothing short of death.
Over time, the Israelites took the Sabbath to its most legalistic extremes, to the point in which, by the time Jesus came to earth, they even viewed healing on the Sabbath as a sin. When the Pharisees saw Jesus healing and picking grains in a field on the Sabbath in Matthew 12, they confronted him, calling out his seeming unlawfulness.
How can you do what is unlawful on the Sabbath?
The Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath.
In Mark's account of the same events, Jesus is recorded as saying that Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. In other words, Jesus is saying that through him, the Sabbath is no longer a command of the law. Instead, it is a gracious gift for the restless. What did Jesus mean that Sabbath is now for man? How practically can we take advantage of that gift? And how can we rest regularly today without making our rest legalistic and life-sucking? Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, comment, and share. God bless you all.